We are more connected than ever, yet we are more distracted than ever. I just want you to know that the algorithm isn't your enemy, but your lack of intention is. We'll talk about it right after this.
Educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work, an award-winning podcast where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
I thank you very much for listening today. I thank you very much for listening. I heard this phrase not too long ago. Doom scrolling. How many of you have heard of that term, doom scrolling? See, I believe that's what is taking over or has taken over our intention and why we're so distracted. I listened to a family member not too long ago who has expressed to me that he has quite a few things, projects and stuff that he would like to get done. He says it all the time. But what ends up happening is that he finds himself intertwined with scrolling on social media. Now, as I explained to him, as I said to him, I believe that you're spending so much time on this platform or these platforms is hindering your progress. And I threw the idea out there that, hey, it could be contributing to your procrastination. He was a little offended. But in that situation, was I unfortunately stepping on a little bit of toes? So how many of you are in the same position or a similar position? Because the link between overconsumption of that particular product and then it provides you or puts you in a position of underperformance at the same time. So if you're over-consuming on social media, are you now underperforming in what your tasks or jobs are? So in this situation, I know for myself, and I'm guilty of it in the past, of where I have been over concerned of what people are doing on social media and not concentrating so much on podcasting. And I'm gonna use this because this is within the last 7 years. I've been podcasting for 7 years now. And so this has been a journey for myself. So I've made it so that at this particular time, I have made a major decision that I am not going to overconsume on social media. So I'm going to underconsume where I can overperform my own expectations for podcasting. Let me give a little taste about that for a moment. I'm not sure what episode this one will be, but this will be number 80 in a sense of, over 80 that I have recorded for this year. Now, that does not include the episodes that I have recorded where I have interviewed other individuals, other podcasters, business owners. You listen to them, you've heard those. And so with that, I thought that I was doing something great, fantastic, whatever it was, a couple years ago when I had over 100 episodes. I thought I was fantastic. And I was so busy looking at what other podcasters were doing that I did not understand what I was missing 100%. So when I had gotten to 100, I'm like, wow, you know what? That's great. Well, here's what happens. This year alone, I will hit well over 130 episodes. And so, because I have made a major decision to not consume social media as much and get down with what my passion and what I feel like my purpose is, and understanding that and bringing it in wholeheartedly, I am now over exceeding what my expectations were, because 2 years ago, I thought my goal was 100 episodes. Right now, I could hit 130, probably 150 if I really, really wanted to, because here's the reality. My season for myself, I create a barrier for myself. My season for this show will be from February the 1st to November 30th. That is my season for myself. Now, I will say this as well. If I have now conducted more interviews, that will contribute to possibly going into December. But I'm giving you my own personal success moments, ideas, and how if I know if I can get to 100, it feels great. So if this episode by itself is over 80, and then I have 50 some odd interviews that I've done over the year, and let's be honest, there are some things that I could have done better this year, but I had some other challenges that will also contribute to my underperformance. So what I'm saying is that I don't want you to be so consumed with social media and the overconsumption of it, because that's how people get their news or whatever it might be, family updates, whatever it might be. But if you're overconsumed by it, there's so many other things that's in your life that can make you underperform or can influence your underperformance, such as family members. What is going on with them personally, in person, in the flesh? Are there any family concerns? Right? Let's say it is the kids are sick from school, or the kids got an after-school program, one or the other. Those things can contribute to what you will perceive as underperformance, because of you have to readjust your focus. So I would like for you to understand that doom scrolling can be the one that's contributing to your underperformance. So I encourage you, right now, to metaphorically turn down the volume of the rest of the world just for one day this coming week. Just for one day. And listen to what your purpose sounds like without all of the other distractions that's going on. I encourage you to just turn down the volume. Take a moment, sit down in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, your arms flat on the arms of the chair, or you're sitting outside on the grass, you're sitting on a rock somewhere. It doesn't matter. But find a place where you can turn down the volume and listen to what your purpose sounds like, what it looks like, and what it feels like without all of the interruptions of the world. That's not always easy. It really isn't. It isn't. But sometimes getting caught up in all the other nonsense will hinder us from what our purpose is, what our why is, and how we would like this world to be a better place. So I encourage you to turn down the volume. I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Thanks for listening. Follow Maurice Chisholm on social media to stay connected and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work. Or will it?